Hey guys, it is me, Master18 here, back from the Xbox, and today we're actually doing a very special Hearts of Iron 4 game. Now, we're actually using the Equestria At War mod, because we're doing a bit of a special today. Now, what we're doing is the evil Diarchy path, which what you have to do is go into custom game rules, and I've already saved this, but that's also to include all the nation buffs that I've done. But yeah, because I don't want this game to be too easy, I want it to be a little bit difficult and all that. But if we go all the way to the bottom, and I'm just going to close a bunch of this since we don't need to use it, and it's in the game setup, where we go down to the evil diarchy, which is an April Fool's path. So once we have this activated, then we get our little whole game started. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, and well, I've actually had fun playing this game. So let's get right into it. It was a wonderful day in Equestria for the two princesses of Celestia and Luna. However, soon Princess Luna brings up a message concerning recent developments in New Maryland. Rushing over, they arrived and spoke with the Minister of Jet Set concerning these allegations. However, this leads to confusion as this is news to the Minister himself. Nonetheless, he will start an investigation on their behalf. Later, in their royal suite, Celestia makes a tea for herself and a coffee for Luna. However, they both realize something was wrong when both cups tasted unusually sweet. Before they could react, they had both transformed in a flash of light to become the terrifying Daybreaker and Nightmare Moon. Being confused at first, they eventually settled on an uneasy alliance to take over the entire world. Alright then, so guys, after that little intro sequence, we are now the Imperial Condominium of New Maryland, led by the evil diarchy of Daybreaker and Nightmare Moon. So basically, here, as you may have seen in that little intro, I did buff a few countries randomly. At least keeping in mind that some of them we're not even going to really be involving ourselves with. But, anyways, so what we're going to be doing, since Equestria did start our little industrial program as part of uh, the industrial thing, it's really just so that I don't have to build a whole lot of this stuff. Once New Manhattan is done, I'm just gonna plop down a bunch of factories so that we can get our economy going. After that, Harvey, which will be there, and this should help us out in the beginning. Yes. We do have ourselves Jet Set, who has made himself into a political advisor that cannot be fired. Uh, yeah, so we are the supremacist ideology here for absolute alicorn rule. Man, so this will help us with trade laws and economy real quick. We do want to get off a civilian economy pretty quickly, so we'll try and go for partial mobilization first. Export focus is perfectly fine for right now, but I would like to go to free trade to help with our research speed and all that. Alternate only. I believe later on in the focus tree, we do end up getting a an interesting mobilization law. Anyways, here we got this. Close Wall to the Fallen.
How can I hold a gun with hooves?
That's a very good question. But anyways, I'm going to turn this all into one division, get rid of their garrison order, and we're going to do a front line. We're going to
build up to about here, and we're just gonna start training so that they can, at the very least, be regulars. It'll also give us some army experience, which we will need. Yes, I know we are low. We don't have enough for this just yet, but yeah, we are gonna focus on some airports. But for right now, these are kind of useless. I'm gonna eventually get some stuff. Now, eventually we're gonna have an event after we try to return where our little like protectorate or puppet, whatever it is, it's a protectorate, will get annexed by us. Interestingly enough, actually, they have some decent spirits. This helps them, okay. Now, one thing I definitely want to try and do is I want to take one of these. Now, I do want to see which one has a whole lot of just manpower. You know what? We'll copy that. I would like to edit this, but I think we do need to train because we need a little bit from each. How many can we get, actually? Alright. Yeah, so we're taking their manpower. Just so that we can keep things good. We have some insufficient resources right now, which is just rubber and chromium, but that's not a big issue. What I am concerned about is what did the AI set for this before we tag switched over to them? Okay, so they're doing some construction and industry. That's neat. Oh, here we go. So basically, at this point now, we'd be able to see something over the nation of Equestria. You might notice, what's this shimmering thing? This is basically the Shield of Harmony, meaning we can't attack the nation or anything. And as time goes on, they will eventually subjugate all of Equestria, all of Equus, I believe the continent is called. And we can't attack anyone then over here, which is why we're going to be going forth and, trying to take over all of the griffins over here to expand our nation. Yep, Wingbardian Civil War. This means that Piccolini is going to be a bit weaker, which is good for us since we do have a focus later on. I'll go ahead and show you, which is destroying the shields. Here we are. So it's after we do our little thing here, where we start and finish our little fun game of something which honestly could be just a balance of power, but, it's pretty neat. So basically what this does, this will give us a little debuff here, depending on who does not like us. Both of them take away stability, but one's for more winter attrition, one's for more heat attrition. Now, from some previous test games, I have decided that adjusting the Congress and starting with, the displeasure of Daybreaker is much more, better. It's much better. And we'll be able to do stuff. Now, in order to take care of this here shield, the Shield of Harmony, we need to get artifacts, basically. And for this, we can get these idols, which will assist us in building up our power. Let's see here. Could do some of this for some stability. We do get some stability, I believe. We could plant these, but that's not necessarily needed right now. We don't have a whole lot that we've researched. If anything, we'd actually be able to go down here and then go to either the left or the right, I believe. Yeah, so some of these do provide us with, research bonuses and research slots. This here's like 2 whole research slots that we can get, but also a nice armament effort, some nuclear stuff, something for Navy and Air Force, and then let's see, what is this? Not actually, I've not actually done some of this down here, so it looks like we could do more research, better research. No subject is for sale, an integral part. With all your subjects belong to us. Ah, fun. Let me get some research. More research, which is pretty neat. Might be nice to try and, like, rush down some of these. So, my thought process is, okay, we do want convoys. Yes. Put that down here. We're not going to be doing this, because no work's been done on it. We can build up some of this, which is nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'll do the Twilight class. We've got this now. We don't have a whole lot. Could be doing something. I want there to be at least one factory here so that we can get some development, I believe. Yes. Yeah, anyways, this will help us with stability later down the line. Meaning that we would not need to get, I believe it is this. We don't need this person because it's like some of that. Okay, so we've adjusted the Congress, which means now we get ourselves some stability modifiers and better political power gain. Because I will admit, for Daybreaker and Night Moon, they're going to take more stability and political power on one of the focuses. Anyway, now we've done this. Now do be careful. Take a look at the focuses. If you see the very bad idea, don't do it, because it will just end your game right there and then. Now, let's see. This is like elites and whatnot. And that's, well, governors. So this changes state. Which one of these was it that made it so that they both became field marshals? Is it from both of these? There's that. I'll just go ahead and do this. This will give us some manpower and all that. Or were they already? No, they aren't. Not yet. Okay, let's see. So we have a civilian economy. We can focus on making some stuff. I think we'll just do early electronics. Helps with the research speed and whatnot. Alright, so basically I see that we are on May 4th. I of 1007. So I will come back to you in 1 year once I am, you a bit more developed, if you will. All right. So it's going to be May 4th. I will indeed save the game here, just so that I can keep track of that. And I'll see you in a little bit. Boop. Okay then, so I know it's not been a full year yet, but we're actually about to change our sub-ideology from absolute rule to reactionism. And this will actually give us a brand new, sort of like, leader portrait. Where they're both pretty happy. And this is going under the co-optus ideals. This will also change our negligible poverty to institutionalized. So currently negligible. What does that give us? Nothing. I think it does take a little bit of time in game to change this up. There's institutionalized, so this just does a recruitable population factor of 15, but minuses our monthly population of 4, including our construction speed and whatnot. So I don't know if this is actually that good, but I could always have done this, which I will show on screen right now. It gives you a pretty neat little, leader portrait, as well as a decent, modifier, I think, at least for the non-core manpower and that. Although I'm not really that big of a fan of the intelligence system for the agency. In fact, I haven't even created one. Although, wait, did it say? Okay, it didn't say that it would even create one. Yeah, okay. But that's why I've chosen co-opus ideals. Now we can do a bunch of stuff. Like, let's see. I do want to kind of focus on the resources, I believe. That'll be nice. Or we could do the remainder, which will help us a little bit with conversion efforts and better coordination. But yeah. Just getting my armies all ready. Now, I do want them to start training up, because we do need to build them up. I don't know, what's going on here? Bad supply, that's it, okay. I am still working on the, on some of this stuff, like factories and whatnot. We're gonna focus on the civilian and economy a little bit. In the meantime, Wingboarding and Civil War is still going on, but now also an Aquilian Civil War, as well as the breakup of the Griffonian Empire. I know that what this does is they're going to be, trying to go after everyone and then eventually fight these guys. Yeah, I think... Is there anything that's happening here? Actually, what wars are going on? Civil War, a couple of wars here. For some of these things, a lot of them will be happening in, Africa, or at least this world's version of Africa. Which, here, by the way, we did end up annexing this, nation that was here. I don't see the in foreign claims. Let's see. Oh, we don't actually get that here. It's just turned, I think, into a colony state or something. Anyways, it was from the little protectorate we had down here. So that's that. Let's see. We do have a Grand Doctrine which we can go down, and this is for Special Forces. Is it just Special Forces? It is just Special Forces, which I will hold off on that for a little bit. In the meantime, I will do free trade so I can get a plus 10% research speed. So we can work on this here modifier. In the meantime, we have made, we've gotten rid of that horrible, Griffin one, and instead now we get an industrial research speed and some non-core manpower. Oh wait, no, it was this one. I think this was an add-on to it. But yeah, this does more research speed and better recruitable pop. We've also elevated the Thestrals, which are sort of like vampire ponies in a way. And yeah, so we have that. Now, taking a look here at the construction. Partial mobilization has helped a little bit. Still, that is a solid 65%. Actually, no, 70% if we add in the institutionalized poverty. So a whole 70%, but then we subtract 15 and 8, and then the stability of 1.6. So this means that they need 20%, so we use 19 for building and trade, which is nice. Let's see. We still have some supply, so we'll be good for a little bit. But yeah, once we do at least these 5 focuses, we could just do this. Maybe, but I like to take a little bit of extra time and go for some of these nice bonuses. Model army is pretty good. Oh yeah, here we go. This allows our leaders to become field marshals. Let's see. I believe what I want to do... What do I want to do for here? This will create an intelligence agency. This will give Holy Mothers, which I do actually like for their political and mobilization speed. Also, it just sounds neat. We could do that, or we could do total loyalty. Allows the use of last stand at reduced cost, which is neat. But yeah, now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and definitely just clear out a bunch of this stuff, because I don't need infantry 107A, C, or D. That's not needed. Where's the B? I don't see B. We have solar guards and lunar guards, which are the special spawn-ins that we can get, but also they can just be made into divisions. They're pretty reasonable. I think they have a combat width of 20, which is pretty nice. Our combat width here is 18, so yeah, that might be useful in some instances, but I am thinking of editing these to be Space Marines of a sort. Alright, so going back into a recording session for a little bit. So I actually just did an interesting little focus here called the Imperial War Plan. Now, if you do take a look at that effect, it says every other conscription law will be blocked, and this is exactly why I didn't increase my conscription earlier. It's because we actually get some cracked bonuses here with this Imperial War Plan, which is this one, and we can no longer move it. For one, it's horrendously expensive. I don't know why it's super expensive, but I'm going to guess here it's because you're not supposed to move off of this. But yeah, 12% instead of the usual 1.5. It's pretty good. The consumer goods, not too bad, but it's not great. Promotion cost is definitely not that good. Wait, does that affect this? No, that doesn't affect these. No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, but also, look at that. We get experience gain of plus 2% for all of them, plus better mobilization speed. So, this means we have an effective manpower pool of 125%. Now, of course, I did go for a truly elite force, which focuses on special forces.
Answering the call.
which I got from a focus. I believe these are halfway decent, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I'm just going to be getting some research done, and afterwards I'm gonna, get rid of the Great Depression. What's this? Low? Okay. But yes, in the meantime here, I've just been working on the industrial complex, getting us a little bit more, mill factories and whatnot. Now, because I am on free trade, it means that I am low on steel and whatnot, but I'll be getting a little bit better soon. In fact, we're already making support equipment, which is nice. Of course, we're working with Hayside here, the New Maryland Cannon Foundries. Nothing here. Got the Free Company, and we're doing the Commonwealth Aircraft. Now, something actually I did notice. Oh yeah, that's right, we did get a bunch of research bonuses. Magical Tech, which I believe works closely with these. That's what I think it is. But I want to say that... Oh yeah, that's right here. We could do either of these. Entrenchments or defense? I'd rather choose this for the organization bonus, because defense can be brought down by spies and whatnot. Same with entrenchment. So I'm going to do combat telekinesis here for that. But anyways, in the officer corps, I've chosen Grand Battle Plan, but we do have some interesting little bonuses here. Now this is, I think, if we get certain researches done. The Universal Tank Chassis? LSAF F1. That's the same thing as here. Armored Personnel Carrier. Oh, wow. Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get my army working good. I've also chosen Battlefield Support for the time being, because I don't have, whatchamacallit, what's this in the top clan? I don't have an aircraft situation dealt with. Oh yeah, look at that. That manpower is going way up. But yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the Great Depression, which is a solid 40%. So once that's done, I believe we'll be able to just division speed. Because I'm thinking here that we need to start getting ready to destroy some of these people. But, wait a moment, hold on. Wingbardi. Oh, wait, it's to both. Oh, okay. I didn't actually see that. So actually, it would focus on both. But I do want to get my troops out, which I'm still waiting for a bunch. That's because we got armor support vehicles, actually, which will be neat. You know what? I'll get some armor support vehicles. Although that's only Mustang Automotive, not the other one. So never mind, never mind. Armament. We're doing the Nightmare Moon thing? What's going on with Abyssinia? Oh, they're now the Free Republic, which I believe is the Communists. Yay! Could do bonds, could do this. Oh, and we get extra artifact power too. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Destroy the shield. Oh, we get a supply hub in Hoop's plane. Yeah, we're gonna do that. You know what?
Ready to do our part.
You guys are about ready, so I'm gonna put you over here.
Answering the call.
Alright, get on to the supplies. There we go.
Neither snow nor rain can stop us.
Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna retool the, oh my goodness, that is an amazing one. Holy. Let's get some more attack. I will be switching out the field marshal, and instead I'm gonna put Moon Knight over here in our colony. Yep, there we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, the supply is not good enough. Hold up. So I go over here. Can I motorize slightly? How bad? Needed in stockpiles? Oh no. Oh, we're not getting anything. Oh no, that's not good.
How do I hold a gun with hooves?
Yes, that's pretty reasonable of a question, I think. Alright, so
Ready to do our part.
let's have you go, and you go ahead.
Answering the call.
We'll have you ready, and I'd say you're ready. This will probably mess up the entire thing.
Ponies at the ready.
Alright.
Magic makes us strong.
Do that. Yeah, we're being, oh, that's surprising. Supported by the Griffonian Empire. Which, have you lost almost everything? Actually, wait, no, they did have some. Wait, we already have claims. Oh no. Oh. Let's have some air support, my guy. Oh yeah, that's right. We could choose another focus. 2,000 of us have died for 32,000. That's a good dang deal. Could issue some royal bonds. We'll do power to a nation. Specialize the radio. Oh yeah, that's right, we did that. That's cool. Don't need that. This is like some old stuff. Aha, here we go. We got some industrial research bonuses. So we got one. There's magic tech that we could do. I think we will go for some of this. The facilities. Oh, we have gained a naval facility in. That's Lunch Hood. That's Talonite. Oh wait, Wumbert. We got a naval engineering facility. That's cool. That's very cool. I like that. Yeah, we're being embargoed.
Our lands must be preserved. Ready to do our part.
Come on, move up.
Give them no quarter.
Yep, we're gonna move you on up.
Ready to do our part.
We haven't been we haven't been embargoed by Skyfall just yet, so we're still taking advantage of those consumer goods. That's nice. That's neat. I like that. This does something with a field hospital. Power to a nation. Alright. We have not destroyed them yet, so I will do a model army for bravery. Wait a sec, did they say oatmeal? What the heck? Alright, so I've taken the Navy, taken all their states. That's neat. Let's see. What have we got here? Research bonus for industry. Lovely. Bravery will be rewarded. But yeah, also because of our compliance bonuses, we will be able to get things done very quickly because their resistance strength is going to just be pretty low.
Magic makes us strong.
Alright, so we don't need that.
Magic makes us strong.
That's good, okay. Okay. Let's go ahead, let's set you up over here instead, and now a new front line
Answering the call.
can be drawn. We will go to Wing Poli.
Ponies at the ready.
We'll hold you off.
Ponies at the ready.
We'll wait for you to get to the
Our
front.
lands must be preserved.
I will be retooling the spearhead.
Answering the call.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. What's this? Cass? You know what? This will give us a little bit of supply. It'll give us a little bit, or not supply, it'll give us a little bit of help.
Ponies at the ready.
I suppose we could do a spear up to here, but we'll just let them do the planning
Our lands
bonus.
must be preserved.
There we go.
Ponies at the ready. Our lands must be
Hurry
preserved.
on up. March
Our lands
on
must be preserved.
Carneth.
Answering the call.
We'll do some encirclement tactics.
Ponies at the ready.
Yep. Oh, sweet. We could... Apparently we can only take this. You know what? I'm just going to pass. Smith demands. Oh, we could take all this here, Navy. That's what I want, alright? Oh, this is funny. So, okay. Oh, you know what? In past games, I never really did get past here, but now it's like, oh, I can take everything. You know what? I'm gonna take all screen chips. Yep, I'll submit that. Then I will select all, submit the demands, confirm and exit. Okay.
Answering the call.
Now we have to choose this. I'm gonna just do that.
Ponies at the ready.
We'll do a bit of a spearhead to mountain.
Magic makes us strong.
I am probably pronouncing that horribly wrong, but what's it gonna matter, I suppose? We'll have this go over here to not an offensive, but a spearhead. We don't have any Air Force to help us out here. Yeah, we're just gonna take care of this barony real quick. I think they are a despot of sorts, so that means that they are like a monarchist. Alright, there we go. Doing pretty good. Oh, wait. Okay, no, we haven't had too long to wait. Also, I don't know why we have so many. Operation Paperclip, what is this? Is that this? Is this Operation Paperclip? No. What is Operation Paperclip? I don't know what Operation Paperclip is. Is that from here? No. I have no idea what Operation Paperclip is. Well, I'm gonna be just doing this, which will save on some resources and give us something to use. I'm just gonna wait on this. What is Operation Paperclip? Is this Operation Paperclip? Okay. Yes, I will be... Take all.
Magic makes us strong.
You will go... Speed up. And start your attack. There we go. Soon Falcor will be ours. And we have the HMR-1, which is a magical rifle. Yeah. I suppose we'll do the 2-inch mortar. Oh, I should have checked to see what else Paperclip can do, because it gets so many research bonuses from it. I don't understand. Huh. Neat. Select all, submit those demands, take state, select all, submit demands. Confirm and exit. There we go. Yeah, we've got now plenty of this. You know what, I'm gonna put this up to here. Oh yeah, we have magic rifles. Do we need those? We do need magic rifles. Hold up. So, instead of this, I'm gonna do some magic rifle, which is here. I'll put this under. It does require these crystals. Alright. Now, I believe we can press the H button. I thought the H button took off the thing. But now, we have a bunch of stuff that we can now build. This will give us, like, this will give our economy something decent to do. Alright, we could do actually some infantry now. So I think we should do large units. That's what I like to do anyway. Doing fleet and beating apparently. Let's do the screens and whatnot. No mastery apparently. But yeah, now that we actually have a bunch of this, yeah, we can also get some resources. We can do 25% mastery bonus to all active doctrine tracks. This just means I think we get 25% for each one.
Our lands must be preserved.
Alright, so we have the On Hooves division. Let's, you know what, I think we do get some military, like, war goals against these two, so we'll set those
Magic
there.
makes us strong.
I'm gonna put you guys over here.
Magic makes us strong.
We've got the special forces, which will do a spearhead to Wolhenst,
Answering the call.
and then we'll have one spearhead going to Griffinstone. Also, if we take a look now at the bonuses we get a 25% bonus to artifact power, which is neat. Pretty cool. Yeah, we'll put an extra factory on that. Oh, there's a trait we can do in the aircraft. I'll do that, and then this. There we go. Proliferation servo mechanisms? Okay. That's fair. Need for war, so we get something slightly better. Alright, now if we take a look at our trade, oh, a lot of this has now gone away. Yeah, except for the fact that we have tons. It's just that doesn't work there. Where does Operation Paperclip does work here though, so we'll do the larger workspaces. Oh yeah, we've now got tons of these. Which we could be working on more land, I guess? What can we do here? We don't have the engineer company required. We need a thaumaturgy, that's what we need. When that's done, the need for war. Up, what have I got? Up here. A research bonus for electronics. And then we can get ourselves, radar. Oh yeah, that's ready. Oh yeah, we could do the integration. So, taking a look at this, the resistance ain't that great, especially over here. But if we take a look at compliance, it's still not great. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? We could build up some resources, which is more rubber, coal, oil, tungsten. You know what? We have 100. But also we do... Nah. I'd rather take some extra resources. Yes, I know, we have an unassigned scientist. Well, we're doing that pretty good. That's alright. What's this? That's that. Anything here? No. Oh, the advanced electronics research. That can get us some early computers, which is more research speed. It wouldn't hurt. That's not worth it. We could do this. Yep, there's the resistance. Let's see. We have enough infantry equipment. The first domino. Are we at war? No. That's initiative. Nothing there. Nothing here. You know what? We'll probably get some of this stuff handled. Ridwin? Okay. Divide the spoils. We get some interesting stuff. Oh, hello. We can get some extra compliance. Soon we'll be able to get this done. Yep, paperclip's doing the work here. You know what? I think... nah. Oh, wait. Because I think... Demand loyalty, no. Destroy the heretical stuff. Aha, here we go. So our subjects now and forever. So we can modify the integral part of the empire to establish subjects. We're not actually doing too bad here. We got light tanks. Oh yeah, we've taken some of the stuff there. No crown, but our own. I'll do this, I think, because this does minus attrition. You know what? I'll wait for a sec. Blitzgun. I'll do this. Yeah. We'll divide the spoils. Let's see. How good's the, core thing? Well, that should be decently well. Resistance, yeah. It's up here, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's neat. We got the stuff we need. Okay, so it looks like we might be low on a few things, but I'd say it's always going to be important to have some motorization.
Our lands must be preserved.
Let's see, can we handle this right now? Yes, we can. But yeah, that'll be definitely important. So I need to take a look and see. So this gives more resources, so we'll be smart about this. This gives some. This gives some. This. Oh, and this too. An extra. Extras. Not here though. There, yes. Four and a three, okay. Yeah. Okay then. We'll take care of this real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. We have the local, but for a lot of this, it's now going to be set to integration. So let's see. Besides our little states, which are down here, who's the next closest? Toulouse? I believe this was? Yes. Now, let's see. The district militia. I like to actually go down all the way to 1. But, let's see. Do we have any MPs? No, we don't. Oh, wow. A bunch of land forts. How lovely. Stop trading with Skyfall? No, thank you. I'm good. We've got 2 in land. Can we do anything? No. Can't do a thing. Divide the spoils. Oh yes, this is the one where we could declare war on them. And then afterwards we get both of these. We could topple the tomb, we could pacify the lake. Artifact? Ooh, that might be nice. It's a new sort of religion. Remove the Terran resistance. We get more resources and garrison penetration chance. That's neat. Okay. Okay, a lot of this will soon be done. A lot of this requires us to have different versions of the stuff. What was it called? These for better resources. Let's see. I only have this, but I have a feeling if we do this, we get rid of combat here, which we've already done. I'll just do this. Make the army a little bit better. Alright, so we still need some anti-tank, we still need magic equipment, some support equipment. But other than that, we've got a little bit of stuff.
Ponies at the ready. Ponies at the ready.
Let's train 2 more lunar guards. Do 1. Set it for... Let's make them there. Do it to there, but that's just 1.
Magic makes us strong.
And then these are Warriors of the Sun. So, do I want to do that? Yes, I do. So this means we'll need to do 19, I believe. We'll put them in Transnistria. We'll set them to here.
How do I hold a girl with hooves?
Vestral Guard. Can we make a bunch? How many can we make? I'll make 1. We'll set this to be... I don't know, Navarro. We'll set them to here. That'll be good.
Our lands must be preserved.
We have these guys. Demanding loyalty. We could do this for more starring compliance. Artillery attack. Now, mind you, artillery also affects tanks, so it's pretty useful. Fighter cast. I'm gonna do some fighters, I think. We got basic and early. So, You know what, I'll do this. I'll see if we get a couple of extra casts just built up here. Not really. Okay. Okay, this fills up. Yep. Alright. We are doing the princess class, which will be done eventually. And then we'll have a bunch of convoys to use. Oh, we're getting a bunch of these breech-load rifles. Mechanized construction. Again. I want Operation Paperclip. I want to know, like, what that could be used for, because that's, like, quite a number of research speed that's just not being used. Weapons and equipment research, industrial research. Isn't it over here? No. Okay. Hope, I suppose. We could do strike aircraft, which is CAS, so we could do some better ground attack. Which is what I want to do, because we're gonna try to focus on having enough, you know, air superiority. And for that, we will also need to build up a bunch of airports. From personal experience, I know that I will probably be pushed back, so it's a safe idea to have a lot of airports. But also, at least around here, we are going to go against the Aquilian Republic. Fire compliance, resistance target goes down, armored engineers. The armor subdoctrine. I'll do this. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna do engineer companies. That way I can build up towards any of these, which, you know, I want to do. The bits gun. Lovely. Got that. That'll be done soon. Eventually. You know, I think I will do Marines and Mountaineers, I think. Because, if I'm not mistaken, actually, we can do two. I think this one is dedicated towards, like, all of them. This one's to Mountaineers, this is to Mountaineers, this is to Marines, and this is to Paratroopers. Let me take a look around here. Oh, yep. They were, I think, forced into a white piece, but also this became the kingdom again. Yeah, but all of their island is covered. I have to wonder if I'm going a bit too slow. now that we can, let's do this, but also let's go ahead and start justifying the war goal. Because I don't want to have to fight all these at once. I want to start making something good. Oh, what the heck? Neo-Assyrian state. The Free Republic of Abyssinia and the Abyssinian Patriotic Front. The Patriot Sharp Spear. So, communists versus non-aligned versus supremacists. Okay, signature. Fighter, cast. Let's have you all go there. For the fighters, let's do air superiority. For you, let's do casts.
Ponies, at the ready. Ready to do our part.
Here, I'm gonna remove you from there and instead place you over here. Armor doctrine. Oh, you know what? We also have enough technically to do this, but we don't have the Marines searched yet. How much? A little bit of time. Better gear. That's lovely. Is this yet? No. I might as well do a bit of this. Let's see. We can establish a bunch of these. So this would be New Prance, this would be Imperial Heartlands, that's there. Oh yeah, we got these, which we can do. What's this? The Everfrost? Oh, that's way up there. The Great State, which is just this. That. On this. That's over there. We got the Equine Realm. We got that north. Yeah, okay, then I see. Okay, yep.
Ponies, at the ready.
Oh wait, is this already done now? Oh, I didn't think we'd be done that quickly.
Ready to do our part. Ready to do our part.
Alright, select all, submit demands, confirm an exit. Done.
Ponies, at the ready.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, go there. Take all, and...
Magic makes us strong.
Yes. You will go here.
Ponies, at the ready.
Not